What's up, kids? My name is Chris, and I am a Poképreneur, and we are looking at month four of the Poképreneur journey. And I gotta say, getting a bit squirrely this month, and the reason being is because with the amount of cards that I actually have in my collection now, I'm starting to feel more like a hoarder. And there's like a few things that kind of transpired during this month that made me feel like maybe I need to keep even more cards. So I was like, I'm kind of spiraling down that path of hoardership. So I don't want to go there. So here's what triggered that was I was just doing some research. I was just watching some YouTube videos, and I heard someone mention the term master collection or master set, and I was like, oh, what the heck is that? So because it's like in all my years of collecting, I'd never really heard that term before. Now I hadn't really delved into the set building side of things. I've always been just like for playing the game. So a lot of these new terms are new to me. So I googled what is a master set, and I actually didn't learn. The thing is it seems to be up in the air. It's up for interpretation of what a master set is. So if you know what a master set is at this point, you probably fully understand that. I was a bit confused, and the definition for this type of set varies from person to person. So me being a perfectionist completionist, took master set as to be one of every single type of card in a collection. So you're looking at your holo version, your reverse holo version of each card, and then some people go as far as to be any exclusive cards that might have like that little stamp in the bottom corner. And I also took it as, well, if you can go that far, you may as well have just the non-holo version as well. So suddenly I was like, I've got to go through all of my bulk and find all of my cards that I've kind of put into bulk that should now be goes towards building this master set. So I went through and through and through, and oh, you know what? It turned into an exercise of administration in terms of going through and sorting and clearing. And I enjoy this, but the thing is the amount of time that I put into it doesn't really pay off. I don't see the return on investment for going through and completing an entire master set. So I went through and pulled out everything that could be going into a master set, put them into stacks and piles, and then I was about to create another binder, and I was like, oh, well, now how do I organize this? Because I've got all my collection currently with just all the holos. So how do I go through? Do I put it side by side? Do I create a second binder? And I was just way overthinking it. So I'm like, you know what? No, I can't do this. I can't complete a master set. So I spent the entire month more or less working on a master set for all the current collections that I have. And then I backed away and said, no, I can't do that. So that's kind of where we are for this month. So it's definitely feeling like I might need to change things up a bit. I might need to kind of reframe what my goals are in terms of what's happening with my collection, because right now it's basically just cards come in, I sort, I organize, and they go into a pile or they go into a binder, and that's really it. And that's not really what collecting is to me. That's what hoarding is, right? I'm just bringing stuff in and organizing it and just sitting it in there. So we're gonna give this a little bit longer to kind of figure things out. We might need to kind of purge, revamp, and start from scratch and move from there again. So we're going to dive into the spreadsheet and look at what I bought, what I sold, and a few other tidbits that happened during the month. So here we've got the numbers for month number 4. As always, these are in Canadian funds, so if you're in the US and kind of looking at these numbers, make sure to take into account the exchange rate between US and Canada. The dollar is super close, but it might make things look just a little bit off in terms of pricing on occasion. So we've got, here's what I bought. You can see it's kind of like a real hodgepodge of stuff. I bought from a few of my regular guys who had some more cards available. So Armando and Dan, picked up some cards from them. A few Mew deck boxes, some sleeves. I bought a trainer toolkit for my son. So I've got one now, he's got one. I mean, it's great to have those staple trainer cards for deck building. Another lot from my friend Dan there, and address labels. That seems kind of weird, doesn't it? So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is putting together advent calendars, because of course month 4 is October, moving into November and December. Advent calendars are things that people are looking for this part of the year. So being an entrepreneur, I got to try to fulfill a need, make a little bit of money with my bulk. I think this is a great way to do it. So because one of the interesting things is that Pokemon doesn't sell advent calendar. I mean, they do. They sell like advent calendars with like stuff, but not like advent calendars with cards. At least I haven't seen them at the time of recording this. Maybe they're coming in the future. Maybe they're there. I'm just not looking hard enough. But most people that I've talked to have not seen them. So I think this is a great opportunity to get rid of my bulk and add some funds into my my business so that I can buy more cards. So anyways, yeah, so the Mew deck box, the sleeves, the address labels, all this stuff is going to go into, and as well as staples. So that's a, I don't know, do they have the staples in the U.S.? I'm not sure. Anyway, Staples is like an office supply store. So yeah, just some materials to put some advent calendars together, so we're going to see how that rolls. A couple of things from some local gaming shops. So all in all, I spent $366.70. Now, I'm counting this also as in my card count, right? So we can kind of see that even though address labels aren't really a card, I'm counting it as just like one card in my chart of number of cards, price per card. So it's going to kind of throw things off a little bit, but again, my metric is the price per card that I'm selling at, the price per card that I'm buying at. That's my metric for success here. I just want to make sure that those numbers are nice and even. So anyway, so that's kind of what happened with the purchases this month. Not a lot of sales, again, because I think I was stuck in administration mode, right? And then kind of plotting and planning the advent calendar. So I didn't really sell a lot. All told, I sold $210 worth of stuff. Averaging at 13 cents per card is what... there we go. 13 cents per card is what I'm selling at. Buying at 11 cents per card. So again, still there's like a 2 cents per card profit. It's not a huge profit margin, right? But still... it doesn't need to be. There just needs to be a profit margin if we're running a zero balance collection, right? Zero balance just means you're not losing any money. It also can mean you're not making any money. What it means is your collection is funding itself. So in this case, even though the profit margin is quite low, all of these cards, all of my collection, even though it's like a giant pile that's giving me the twitchies, it's all free. It's cost me nothing except for that initial $20 that I put into this, but of course that's already been absorbed into the collection, and we, as a rolling total, it's still profitable. Like we do see, like for this one specific month, profit was negative $156.70. Now, that's not a negative at the end of the month. It's just because that's how, if we look at the month from a pure total, again, I don't have and I'm gonna have to update these spreadsheets to have the previous total from the next month. So anyways, the amount of profit that is showing, it is a rolling total. So I wasn't negative $156.70. Like this entire enterprise is all cash based. Like I'm not using credit cards or anything like that. Everything is cash. It's not going into my bank account at all. And the reason being is so that I can make sure that I'm not going to be overstepping, my purchases and things like that. I want to make sure that this is entirely zero balance. And if you start using your bank account, you start using credit and things like that, there's a tendency that you're going to move into the negative. So if you're all cash and you're out of cash, you can't buy anything. You need to sell stuff, right? So to me, it just makes more sense. So looking at the collection totals, we can kind of see that. So we've got the current totals right here. Got a running total of August, September, October. The numbers didn't really increase all that much, and in fact, I added celebrations on here. And it's at zero. I didn't want to get involved with that mess. It was a bit wild and crazy, and I just don't have the time, the patience, or any more hair to lose in the stress of trying to find Pokemon cards. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait for everything to chill out, and that's when I'll get involved. And then we've got Fusion Strike coming out, as well as like next year we've got Brilliant Stars coming out as well. So at this point, I'm thinking like, I'm wondering the value in doing this. Like I went through and looked at the master set collection side of things, and now I'm wondering to myself, is it really worth going through and completing each of these sets, considering the rate in which Pokemon is releasing expansions? I mean, I can't really keep up. So considering maybe, like I said before, changing a little bit and revamping things. But anyway, so that's what the spreadsheet looks like. So going into month 5, coming off of a month of slow sales, and that's mostly due to inactivity, me doing, like I said, administration work, right, like sorting and trying to figure things out, making some purchases, prepping for advent calendar. So I'm hoping the next month will be a much bigger month, because I'm just going to be selling a lot more stuff. I do have a lot of bulk inventory at this point, so I do want to kind of move that. Month 5 is November, which means we are moving into the Christmas season, which means people are going to be shopping a heck of a lot more. So this is a great chance for me to, one, add some money to my bottom line so I can buy more cards, and two, if I go all crazy and actually need to purge everything, now's a fantastic time to do it, because I'll be able to, you know, get rid of everything super quick, because 'tis the season of shopping, right? So anyways, kids, thank you for following along with this journey. And again, if you want to keep up with it, you know how to do that. You need to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow along. If you know, if you want to learn more about the Zero Balance collection, this is the way to do it. Ask questions in the comments section, and I'm going to do my best to teach everybody this. Currently working out the bugs, but so far there haven't really been too many bugs, aside from like the hoarding mental space on my side. That's not your problem. That's mine. So anyways, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys watching this, and